When the Holy Spirit teaches, who's really listening? Imagine a classroom where the Holy Spirit stands at the front, ready to teach nothing but the truth. Picture rows of seats, 7 or 8 deep, with about 30 students scattered through the room. But here's the twist. In this classroom, only one of those students is the real you. The other 29? They're just illusions, different faces of the same ego, playing different roles, creating noise, distractions, a constant hum that fills the room. Now, the Holy Spirit isn't teaching just any lesson. No, this is a lesson in truth. And God doesn't even know about this classroom. The need for lessons only exists in the dream of separation. So the Holy Spirit stands there, appointed as the voice of truth, here to remind us of what's real. The Holy Spirit starts speaking, offering pure truth, but here's where it gets interesting. These 29 illusions, these ego-driven selves, have no clue what's going on. They hear the words, sure. They can pick up the sound, but they're lost on the meaning. They're busy in their seats, lost in chatter, interpreting everything through the lens of the ego. They're hearing a message they were never meant to understand, yet each one of them thinks the message is for them. They say, "Who, me? Are you talking to me?" They think the Holy Spirit's words are aimed at them, that the truth is something they can use, control, or twist to suit their needs. But here's the beauty of it. They're just illusions. They have no real existence. They can hear the words, but they can't respond, can't take in what's really being offered. They can make noise, try to interpret, but they are fundamentally incapable of grasping the truth. And there, sitting right at the front of the class, within earshot of every word, is the real you, the true self. But this self is asleep, unaware that every single word, every truth being shared, is aimed directly at it. The Holy Spirit isn't here to teach the illusions. The Holy Spirit is speaking for you, to you, with a message meant only for the self that's real, the self that can truly understand. But those other 29 selves, they're having a field day. They think they're the main characters here. They say, "What does this mean for me? How can I use this? What do I get out of this?" Each one convinced it's the center of the universe, and every time the Holy Spirit speaks, they're thinking, "This message is mine." But they're only here to keep the real you distracted, asleep, unaware of the truth being delivered right in front of it. This is where most of us get lost. We think the truth is directed at the personality, the self-construct, the roles we play. But the Holy Spirit isn't talking to the illusions. When Jesus spoke, he wasn't addressing the ego's version of us. He was speaking directly to the truth in us, the self beyond all roles, beyond all separation. He was never teaching the ruckus makers in the back, but the one real self capable of hearing and understanding. Truth was never meant for the illusions. It's not here to improve them, change them, or make them happy. Truth is directed only at the real self, the one capable of waking up, the one ready to understand. And the Holy Spirit? Every word, every lesson is focused on that real self, bypassing the illusions entirely. The Holy Spirit's message isn't here to argue, to convince, or to change the illusions. The illusions can keep chattering, causing chaos, believing they're part of the story. The Holy Spirit knows they're not. The Holy Spirit's only job is to reach the true self, the self that's capable of recognizing what's real. So here's the real question. Are you ready to recognize who's being addressed? The Holy Spirit isn't speaking to the illusions in the back of the room. It's talking directly to the real you, the one capable of waking up and seeing through every illusion. So, are you ready to listen?